Welcome to today's show, Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess, passionate, inspirational speaker, author, poet, and entrepreneur. Welcome to Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. I'm delighted that you joined me today. I want to give a big thank you to those of you who are listening all around the world. I'm delighted and so grateful that you tuned in. I sure hope you're enjoying a fabulous day today and that you're having a fantastic week. Because in the grand song of the universe, you know what? Life is very short. It's short and sweet and very, very precious. So I hope you're making a difference in your own life, because when you do, you also make a difference in someone else's life. Now, a lot of folks want to make their life count for something, and they ask me, Dr. Gloria, how do you do that? Well, let me tell you, it is very simple, very simple. You make your life count day by day, step by step, moment by moment, every single day, 365, 24/7. That's what Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count is all about. Now, you can learn more about Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count by visiting the Gloria Burgess website. That's right, Gloria Burgess, the Gloria Burgess website. That's GloriaBurgess.com, or by visiting Facebook. And that's facebook.com/DR for doctor, DrGloriaBurgessPhD/. Today, I want to talk with you about you. Specifically, we are going to focus on one of the most important habits you can cultivate to keep yourself in tune with who you are. That's right, in tune with who you are and what you're here for. Now, why is this so important? Because when you are in tune with who you are, you can make a difference in your own life, spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, and intellectually. And you can also help others do the same. Okay? So, it's time to grab your earbuds and put on your walking shoes if you're a walker or a jogger or a runner, or maybe it's time to reach for a nice, tall, cool glass of water, or make yourself a cup of tea or coffee. Put your feet up and relax in your favorite chair. Whatever you decide to do, make sure that you take notes, either mental notes or that you have a pen and notepad close by, because you want to take some notes today. We're going to have a great time. Now, before I jump into today's show, I want to take just a moment to welcome you. So if you're joining us just now, I'm your host, Dr. Gloria, and this is Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. I'd like to extend a special welcome to those of you who are joining my show, or if you're joining Talk Network Radio for the very first time. Let me tell you, you are in for a very special treat. I'm excited to have you listening today, and I'm deeply honored that you've allowed me to be part of your day so you can be inspired by ideas and resources to make your life count. Today's program is all about you. That's right. It's all about you. And our special focus today is cultivating the habit of being in tune with who you are and what you're here for. So today, I want to look through the lens and life and language of a leader who has made a big difference in my own life, as well as in the lives of so many others. His name is Howard Thurman. Now, to say that Reverend Dr. Howard Thurman is an author, theologian, teacher, philosopher, poet, mystic, and social activist is to tell you just a very small bit about this incredible spirit, this incredible giant of a human being. Before we had a movement in the U.S. called the Civil Rights Movement, Thurman was an advocate for social change. In particular, he was a champion for a nonviolent approach in the long, hard struggle for social change that continues in this country even now. Congressman John Lewis calls him the patron saint of the Civil Rights Movement. And other key leaders in the movement, including Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Reverend Jesse Jackson, and so many others, speak about Thurman's spirit being foundational in their lives. I became familiar with Thurman's work a number of years ago when a special friend mentioned his work to me. My friend said, "You know, Gloria, given your spiritual roots and given how you think and discern and communicate, my sense is that you'd really resonate with Howard Thurman's work." He offered to send me a few things to read, and thus began my long journey and love affair with Reverend Dr. Howard Thurman. Now, rather than me tell you about this great heart and soul, I'd like to share him with you in his own words. These words are part of a commencement address, an address that Dr. Thurman delivered at Spelman College just a year before he passed away. There is in every person something that waits and listens for the sound of the genuine in herself. There is in you something that waits and listens for the sound of the genuine in yourself. Nobody like you has ever been born, and no one like you will ever be born again. You are the only one. And if you miss the sound of the genuine in you, you will be a cripple all the rest of your life, because you will never be able to get a scent on who you are. Do you remember in the book, Jesus and his disciples were going through the hills, and there appeared in the turn of the road a man who was possessed of devils, as they thought. In the full moon, when the great tidal waves of energy swept through his organism, and he became as 10 men, screaming through the hills like an animal in pain, and then he met Jesus on the road. And Jesus asked him one question. "Who are you? What's your name?" And for a moment, his tilted mind righted itself, and he said, "That's it. I don't know. There are legions of me, and they riot in my streets. If I only knew, then I would be whole." So, the burden of what I have to say to you is, what is your name? Who are you? And can you find a way to hear the sound of the genuine in yourself? There are so many noises going on inside of you, so many echoes of all sorts, so many internalizings of the rumbling and the traffic, the confusions, the disorders by which your environment is peopled, that I wonder if you can get still enough, not quiet enough, still enough to hear rumbling up from your unique and essential idiom, the sound of the genuine in you. I don't know if you can, but this is your assignment. Now, there is a children's story written for adults called The Blue Cat of Castletown. You may know it. It is built on a New England legend, which says that no cat mother wanted to have a kitten that had all blue hairs and pink ears. Because if she had such a kitten, it would be that kitten's fate to hear the song of the river. And if the kitten heard the song of the river, following that melody, he or she would have to leave home, learn the song of the river, and go in quest of a home where the song of the river was recognized. So, the Kit hero of the story was born all blue hairs and pink ears, except 4 black hairs in his tail. One by one, the black hairs dropped out. This last night, the kitten was asleep. He heard rumbling up under his sleeping consciousness the song of the river. And in a kind of drunken stupor, he got up, shook himself, and wandered down to the river. There, the river taught him the song. "Sing your own song," said the river. "Sing, sing your own song. Out of yesterday's song comes. It goes into tomorrow. Sing your own song. With your life, fashion beauty. This too is the song. Riches will pass and power, but beauty remains. Sing your own song. All that is worth doing, do well," the river said. "Sing, sing your own song. Certain and round be the measure, every line graceful and true. Time is the mold, the weaver, carver, time and the workman together. Sing your own song well. Sing well," the river said. "Sing your own song well." So, the kitten learned the song and went in quest of a home. And how would he know when he had found the right home? Well, he would walk in, stretch out, and begin singing the song. And if the person who heard him recognized the song, he knew. He knew that he had found a home. Without going into all the details, one of the first places he went was into a pewter maker's house. He walked in, stretched out in front of the hearth, and began singing the song. As soon as the pewter maker heard the first line of the melody, he froze, and a faraway look came into his eyes. Then he remembered. Long, long ago, the pewter maker knew the song of the river. During the time that he knew the song of the river, every piece of pewter fashioned was an expression of an inner dream he had about the creative possibilities of pewter. He was so proud of it, until he put his imprint motto on the bottom so that everybody would know that he who knew the song of the river had stamped the pewter.